get high, man.
Hey guys, it's Pat. So many of you have requested that I re-update a farming guide, so if you guys want to know my methodical process of farming, stay tuned. This is a farming guide to a max space for anyone 2015. Alright, so before we begin, let's first start off with preference. What do you prefer farming with, boost or no? So consider these questions I have here. Do I have time to constantly raid for 2 hours? Is loot good right now? Do I need to upgrade this by a certain time? So it's your decision if you want to boost or not, but it really depends on the situation. If you're looking for a less vigorous farming experience, I recommend that you stay and go boostless. So here's my top deploy method. Spam. Yes, spam. I don't care how fast you do it, but just get the troops down fast. There are many other different methods I know, but I would recommend spamming over surgical for most situations. I slowly, without knowing, realized that I was spamming like I did back in Town Hall 5. But if you know how to spam right, then you should be able to consider this a good strategy. Um, so why spam, you ask? Well, you gotta get the troops down quickly. They die fast. They're low HP troops, so you gotta make sure that they go in there, they steal, and you're good to go. So spamming also overwhelms defenses such as archer towers, cannons, mortars, like they can't catch up. So you're bound to get a lot more loot that way than placing down like a few troops there, a few troops here, and yeah, it won't be as effective. So it also leads to another reason, a better use of spells on crowds rather than one or two dinky troops. So placing down a little bit of troops here, little troops here, isn't really gonna help with your spell usage, as opposed to if you were to spam, they clump up. But clumping sometimes is good, because if they start going on a storage, then you could start placing down like your heal, your rage there, and all the troops will work together to like kill a core, or you know, um, it's really good if you use it instead of surgical. Well, that's my opinion. You can use different, but I really recommend you guys try spamming. For an inactive base, you want to spam the sides where the loot is. So let's say you have it all corners or all sides. You gotta work your way around the base and like, spam troops. Well, it's kind of self-explanatory when you're raiding an inactive. Now for an active base, such as one that has storages and you want to rate that, like DE storage or gold storage, you have to spam one or two sides, maybe three, but that is risky. So you want to get into the base and you want to spam from those sides, because you can't expect to go inside of like an active base, Infernos, Expos, and everything, Wizard Towers, by just equally distributing your troops at four corners. They're gonna run out super fast, they're gonna die, so you gotta make sure that you clump them on sides that you want to enter the basin. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about farming leagues. A brief league overview. And after the update, no more zaps, so you don't have to worry about those level 2 zaps falling down your Dark Elixir anymore, because that was really annoying. So, Silver. I haven't been there in a while, but last time I was there, which was about a month ago, I think. Good storage bases, that means Hog Barge, and you barely make DE there, so make sure you have a good supply of it before you start Hog Barging. Amazing boost sessions there when I was there, and it was like crazy, crazy, like 4, 6 walls, 8 walls a day, I don't know. And sometimes it does have long searches because you do find a lot of trash bases just around there. And for gold, a lot of trash searches come up, so they cover up the loot, like rush bases or like no loot bases usually just lie around in gold. So you could go there if you want, but um, just be aware of that. But if you were to find an inactive or like a high loot base, usually it is pretty easy to attack or steal, and you'll get the majority of the loot anyway, because they're probably going to be outside waiting for you to steal it. And I highly recommend this for Town Hall 9, like I always say. That's where I did my walls, so yeah. Crystal, my favorite league right now. Um, C1 is the hotspot for me. C1, C2, and I just usually go to C1 and drop down to like 23s so then I could get more loot from like the C2 side. Usually when you go above 24, I notice base changes and you can't find many loot raids, so that's why I don't generally like staying over 24. I always try to win though. And overall, it's an excellent league, full of bad bases, but still good loot. And another Town Hall 9 hotspot. And Masters, farm here if you want, but it is boring. Like, the most I farmed in Masters 1, like the longest, was probably over a month, and that was when I started maxing my Town Hall 9. But I'm not sure about it right now, and I don't know. I have mixed feelings where I'm kind of indifferent. I'm not interested in it anymore because it's just hard to find snipes and loot. So I would caution you if you're like trying to really find loot and stuff, don't expect much. But there's still a lot of DE outside, so you could go for that if you want. Okay guys, I swear you guys have to make this a habit. Always snipe bases. You get so many benefits from just sniping just a few troops. Like you put it down and you snipe and you get the town hall. You get free profile boost so you get more attacks so you look active and bonus. Why would you not want bonus? It adds up. And that's how I make majority of my attacks go up and also where I get most of my money. Like I can make millions in just a week by just sniping. And it's pretty absurd, but it actually does add up. In Crystal, Gold, snipes are everywhere, and if you don't take advantage of it, then you're kind of wasting money on searches for other bases. So it kind of pays up for your searches that you've been looking for, if that makes sense. Alright, so now that we got this out of the way, let's start looking at some replays on attacks and what I mean by spamming. You guys already seen many of my attacks in my previous videos, but I'll show you again with using the armies. Except for BAM. I don't think I use BAM. Not sure. We'll see. Oh, look like I was right. So, here it is, starting with just pure Barge. Nothing. Just Barge. And you can see that I'm like deploying it really fast. This probably isn't the best base to demonstrate this type, but still, it's all the same. And during this, you want to make sure that you keep track of your troops, where you're lacking troops. That's where you start placing your CC. If you want to go for extra resources, like look at the top. I could have easily gotten that Dark Elixir, but I chose not to. It's only 460, so I didn't really want to go for that. The Elixir, I didn't really want to go for that either because each one probably had about 35,000. So yeah, you have to decide. Alright, raid number 2, Hog Barge. Here starts going in the spam, and this is where I actually do new spells. So you gotta go barbs, archers, hogs, like all your hogs, then more troops. And just watch slowly as the hogs work their way through the base. Fling. See? He detonated the bomb, so all those troops that clumped up right there would have blown up if it weren't for that hog. So hogs do trigger bombs for your barge pretty well. And I didn't even expect this, but I only used 2 spells in Hog Barge, right? I just wanted the elixir. Turns out that I got the Dark Elixir and the Town Hall, and I started going for the 2-star because why not? So we can see from that base and that attack that it was pretty strong. Okay, so let's move on to our third attack, another Hog Barge. So I first start off by checking if there was a giant bomb, because usually those are the areas that people have it, and yes, this was a revenge. Oh, it turns out there's a skeleton trap. So let's check his town hall, see if there's trap. Yup, there's trap. So whenever there's Tesla, you gotta go for it, you know? The core's gonna be weak without its Tesla, so you gotta go for it if they trap. I trap, but my core is still strong. So here we go. Wizards in the CC, place down all my troops. Oh, all of my hogs are gone just because of those wizards. As I stated before, wizards are like the worst in Hog Barge because you don't put down your barbs and stuff first to go inside the base. You put down your hogs, and your hogs, like, if they clump and they're wizards, then you're dead. Hey, watch this as you see the wall almost go down. Almost gonna get inside there, get that dark elixir, and no. I don't know what happens, but they stop attacking it. And the archers, come on, get the dark. Get the dark. It's so close, but so far. And they don't get the dark. Okay, so they're going around. Let's see if we can hope that they're gonna get the dark elixir. Barbarian King is in front, taking the wizard tower. Looks like the expo is focusing most of my archers. That's sad. Come on, go left. Go left. Oh, man. They didn't go left. I don't think that he's gonna get the dark elixir either. Inside them are probably a bunch of giant bombs, if they're not Teslas. So, I think that's all he could do. Can he break through? I don't think he's gonna break through a compartment like that. Send the raid. So basically, you guys, that was pretty much it for this tutorial. Let me know what you guys thought, and I hope you guys use these strategies. And I hope that you can start maxing out your base and getting more walls, you know? So yeah, that's pretty much it, you guys. Thank you for watching. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.
Snipe bases!